Hey, it's Deborah Atkinson. We're going to jump right in here to the fourth audience that you want to make sure you're talking to. So when you're doing social media and you're going into posts, whether you're doing it or you're asking somebody else to do it and then to report to you, you want to make sure that you're kind of creating a little matrix or a simple columns and rows graph. And you're looking at who is our who are those four audiences we're talking to? What is it that we want to talk to them about? And, this week or today, how many times did we have a conversation with that customer? And your social media person or you should be, able to do that at a glance. You do a spot check on yourself once a month and look at what did we post, and you can look in hindsight and then ideally, you're going to start planning your posts much better to regularly engage with these four different customers. So the very last customer behavior is, of course, your past customer, somebody who already bought. Don't forget, this is your sweet spot. So current customers and your past customers are people that you really want to take care of. And you really want to find out everything you can from them. So while you're not going to ask for an evaluation directly on social media, you're going to do that much more directly, ideally when they finish your program, or if not face-to-face, on the last day of a class. You're going to reach out to them via email to get that information really shortly afterwards. So you can see, when somebody is flying high and they've had great results, that's when you want to grab them, right? And get that testimonial on camera if possible, because it's so much more powerful. But if not, then you're going to get it in a written format so that you can post it, get that permission to post online. And put that into your program, use it in your future emails when you're launching those programs again. But reaching out to your past customers. So what you want to be doing is thinking about, what's in their head, right? So a prior customer is probably someone who just got busy, right? If they had a great experience with your program, they got busy or they reached their goals and they thought, okay, I can coast on my own. Now, let's say you're 3 months past or 6 months, or maybe it's a year and you haven't done a great job reaching out to those prior customers. Let's start doing it now. It's never too late, but this should be a part of your system. What are they doing? They probably need a reminder you want them back. One example I love to use is Pottery Barn. If you've ever bought anything at Pottery Barn, every once in a while, you will get a postcard from Pottery Barn that says, hey, we'd love to have you back. And it's 10% off your next purchase. It's got an expiration date, and it's a wake-up call to, go in and shop. And it works. Just got to say. What's another one? Bath and Body Works. They are probably the queen of reaching out. Immediately at your checkout, you check out, into your bag goes usually up to 3 mini postcards about future sales that I as a shopper can now take advantage of. And the card is not good right now, but it's good in about 2 weeks, or it's good in about 3 weeks. And it's going to bring me back in the store because I'm going to put that card somewhere here because I know I love their products. They know I do too because I just bought. So at that moment, I'm a prior customer. I'm not in line at the store anymore. And they're giving me a way to come right back and take advantage of that. So make sure you're thinking about how are you doing that. They need a reminder. We all need a reminder that, oh yeah, that was a great experience. And, what happens when somebody's not in a program? They slip back, right? We all don't work as hard when we're with somebody else or asking somebody else, that somebody else is asking us to do the work. Work a little bit harder seeing the potential as when we do it ourselves. So they're going to appreciate the chance to get back in for something special. I love at checkout when somebody gives me, here's $10 off your purchase of 2 of these products, or a buy one get one free, or buy 2 get the 3rd free some kind of a special offer. You're going to have to decide what's your offer. That could be another problem or another challenge that you've got. Think of it like this. It's another opportunity to get it right. But as long as you give them a call to action and a reason to do it now and an incentive for something that they had a great experience doing, they're much more likely to come back in and do it. What else will they think? They may respond to an article that talks about the benefit that happens, if you stop exercising, right? Then how fast do you lose muscle mass or do you lose stamina? If you're not, reaching fatigue when you do your strength training, or how much people adapt to their program and don't see any more progress because they don't change it and don't see the sequences. Blogs or articles about those types of problems with somebody who was doing it regularly and may not be doing it now would be very appropriate in a wake-up call. So you would share those on your social media sites and maybe then link to it. Need a refresher course. We'd love to have you back. And you can either do that with paid, you can do it with organic. Probably in the future, it's going to be pay to play. So you're going to need to boost that post. And if you can boost that specifically to an uploaded custom audience, your prior customers. So you want to go into your email and then export all of your buyers, your best customers, target them. So prior customers versus current customers should be on two different lists, right? So think about that. And that's your fourth set of customer base that you want to be talking to on social media. So the conversation you have coming out really needs to be coming to the right customer in the right words. So if you start a conversation and you're talking to your current customer, only that current customer, assuming they're already in, you won't necessarily reach a prospect in the language that they need to hear right now, because you're assuming they know something that they don't. A prospect may not be aware they have a problem. They may not be aware you have a service or a product that is the answer to that problem. And they definitely are probably not aware that your service or product is better and it's distinct from someone else. And those are the kinds of things that you need to make very clear in your posts to a prospect. Versus your current customers and your past customers, they know those kinds of things, but that's not going to alienate them by having those on your social media sites. In fact, if they're reaching a handout, they may share it. And you can ask, if you know somebody who needs to see this, we'd love you to share it. Let's spread the word. And they're already drinking your Kool-Aid, so to speak, sugar-free, no chemicals. But asking them to share it because they're insiders and they know somebody who needs to do it differently, better, and you can get them on your team spreading the word as a referral as well. So those are the languages that you need to speak on social media, and I'd love to hear from you. Comments below if it's been helpful, and or you have questions about social media and using it effectively, and what's coming up with changes in algorithm that make us all need to pay to play. And I'll see you on the flip side.